Hi friends, it's Miss Karen from the Voyager Room, and today I'm going to read you a story called Toot and Puddle. We're learning about the letter T, and two of the characters in the story have names that begin with the letter T, Toot and Tulip. So this is Toot and Puddle by Holly Hobbie. It was morning in Woodcock Pocket. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and the blossoms were bursting. And Toot was moping. When Puddle asked, "What's the matter?" Toot said, "Oh, nothing." "I've never seen Toot mope," said Tulip. "He's always so happy." "Everybody mopes sometimes," said Puddle, "even Toot." "And it's such a beautiful day," Tulip said. "The sky is so blue." "That doesn't matter when you're feeling blue too," Puddle said. The next morning when Toot came into the kitchen, he asked Puddle, "How do I look?" "How do you look?" Puddle said. "You look the same as ever." "My ears are too big," Toot said. "Of course they aren't," Puddle said. "Your ears are perfect." "Do you think my ears are too small?" Toot asked. Puddle looked at his friend's ears. "I don't think so," he said. "I feel too pink," Toot said. "You can't be too pink." "You're just saying that," said Toot, and he moped out of the house. Mope, mope, mope. That evening, Puddle made five-berry cobbler with heaps of whipped cream. "I know five-berry cobbler is your favorite," he said to his friend. "It's delicious," Toot told him. "Thank you." Toot's smile popped out for the first time in 2 days. "It worked," Tulip sang the next morning. "Hooray for the five-berry cobbler." "I think you're right," cheered Puddle. He was very relieved. But when Toot came poking across the yard, he didn't look any happier than he had been before. "Is Toot still blue?" Tulip asked. "Maybe he's bored," Puddle declared. "What Toot needs is an adventure." And off they went. "Toot, that was tons of adventure," Tulip said. "We never would have dared the rapids without you," Puddle said. Told Toot. "Anyone can float down a river," Toot replied. He was still moping. So Puddle had another idea. "Maybe Toot is feeling lonely. We hadn't had company at Woodcock Pocket all summer." Tulip's eyes brightened. "There's nothing better than company," she said. "Let's invite everyone." Everyone came. Ginny and Otto and Phil. Soon Puddle had everyone singing, and they're singing "You Are My Sunshine." "Let's play hide and seek," Otto suggested. "Come on, Toot," Puddle called. "You're it." But Toot said, "I'm not in the mood to be it right now." "I think everyone had a wonderful time," Puddle said. "Everyone but Toot," said Tulip. "I sure miss the old Toot," Puddle said. "Me too," said Tulip. Sunday morning wasn't sunny. "I think something is coming," Puddle said anxiously. "I'm afraid you're right," said Tulip. Late that afternoon, the lightning crackled, the thunder rumbled, and the wind flashed Woodcock Pocket with rain. It was the biggest and scariest storm Puddle could remember, and it went on all night. Toot was the only one who didn't seem afraid. In the morning, Pocket Pond was flooded, and there were leaves and branches all over the place. But the air felt different, more fresh and exciting, and the world seemed crisp and new. And when Toot came marching across the yard, he was the old Toot. He was bouncy, his head was up, and his whole pink face was smiling. "I'm glad you're not moping anymore," Puddle said. "Was I moping?" Toot asked. "Just a little," Puddle told him. "Sometimes you need a big whopping thunderstorm to clear the air." "Yes," said Tulip, "thunderstorms are absolutely necessary. And friends too," thought Toot. And that's the end.